Hey guys, here I am again. Now I know that part 2 is really choppy, but hopefully the rest of the game will go smoothly. There might still be a part here or there that is really choppy like that was, but you know, hopefully this will mostly be good. But anyway, I want to take a moment to show off how this biometal works, and I'll do this for each biometal as we acquire them. But yeah, let's see. You can use buster shots, only now it's with a pistol instead of an arm-mounted buster cannon. Yeah, it is like in the Zero games. You can charge it up, and it's not as powerful as a double shot, but it's as powerful as a single charge shot can be. You can also use your sword, like do a 3-slash combo, and it functions the same way as it did in the Zero games, but they changed the animation. The way Vent swings is different, which, you know, is pretty cool. And you can charge it up just like in the Zero games, which is very nice. But the most efficient thing about it, just what is so cool about playing as Model ZX, that you know was so sparsely used, so underused in the Zero games, is the rolling slash, and it is so easy to use. Just jump, hold up, and press the attack button. Huh, got really choppy for a second. Well, anyway, yeah. You had to go through so much just to be able to do this in the Zero games. In the first Zero game, you had to grind through a shitload of enemies, and then in the in Zero 2, you could only use this for. I mean, you could only use that trick while utilizing the what is it called? The active form, I think, rolling form, whatever, which is like an orange recolor, basically. I liked the forms of Zero 2, but anyway. Let's see. And yeah, and then in the third game, you could only use that after acquiring a certain cyber elf, which was like a hacker elf of some kind. And then in the fourth game, you could only use that rolling slash after creating a certain chip with like a recipe of other things you got throughout that game. Ah, dang it. Anyway, I'm still getting used to these controls, but yeah, you have no idea how satisfying and how great it feels to be able to use that right from the get-go, as soon as you can turn into what is basically Zero. Also, yeah, this is that pesky trend server from part 2 that I couldn't use to go to the Guardian base. But I didn't want to just go through the whole town over and over again, and don't worry, you don't just spend the whole game zigzagging back and forth through here. But yeah, the route I took, the route I was unwilling to take in like part 2, probably took longer, but yeah, it was a little more scenic at least. Anyway, I'm going to show you a really cool trick you can do as Model ZX. Now you see these items down there. There's going to be our health. The bluish-greenish items are energy. We don't have an energy bar right now, so those are basically useless to us. They won't do anything until we collect more biometals. But then there are those diamonds, which are E-crystals. I'm just gonna go like that right now. And E-crystals are like money, but you can also use them to upgrade your other biometals. But watch what you do. Watch what happens when you slash. Yeah, you slice items apart into smaller items. Find a really big item like that, and you can use it to grind for other items, or farm for other items. And it's just so efficient. It's one of the coolest things I've seen in any Mega Man game. You want some E-crystals? Just, you know, cut apart some health or energy, and you get some E-crystals. You want some energy? Cut apart whatever other items you can find. You want some health? Cut apart those items. The plant is still active and producing energy. According to the database, it has been offline ever since the Maverick raid. There's something fishy going on. Be careful, Vent. Alrighty. So yeah, we're starting a new mission. I already accepted this mission off screen, I think, so yeah, sorry I didn't show you how to do that. But yeah, in case you're wondering what the point of this level is, we're gonna take on the first of the token 8 bosses you'd get in Mega Man games like this. Yeah, I know, right? 4 levels in the game. It was getting to a point where those of you who don't know much about this game were probably thinking, wait, you mean you actually have the 8 bosses in this game? But you're already so far in the game, aren't you? You've been playing it for like an hour. Well, see, games like this and the Zero series, on average, they have like, most of them have like 16 stages. So the Maverick bosses only make up half of them. And usually you take on the first few after, you know, doing the intro stage. But here, you know, they got 4 stages before you finally take on the first of these guys. We're at stage 5 of 16, and we're just finally taking on the first of the 8 Maverick or Pseudoroid bosses, as they're called. Something I really like about using the saber is that huge spray of sparks. You know, in the Zero games, that would have been blood, at least in the Japanese version that were uncensored and unedited. In the English version, you wouldn't see that because it's too violent. This game is generally more kid-friendly than the Zero series was in either cut. But, you know, that's not to say it's childish, it's just more kid-friendly. But anyway, we got some neat platforming here. Those spider enemies you saw in the last part, I really like them. They're some of my favorite enemies in the game. Whoa, jeez. I just love how they climb on the wire fence and all that stuff. Ooh. Don't want to touch that one because they'll make it go the other way, see? Oh, dang it. Again, this is not a game that was meant to be played with a keyboard. That's why I'm just fumbling around seemingly so helplessly. Oh, jeez, this is one of the peskiest enemies in the whole game. Just gotta slash away at him until he goes down. Okay. This enemy is so annoying. You can only hit him when he's, you know, lifting up that shield, but you risk yourself getting hit. The risk of getting hit is just so high. I think I have to go higher. Okay, maybe this will hit him now. No! Damn it. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't coordinate myself very well with this, and because of that, this game is going to be very hard at certain points. But this is the best I can do with a keyboard. I don't play games on my computer much, so this is the best I can do. But you know, I'm doing pretty well, and I still got 2 lives. Yeah, one thing I hate about the simulator is, you know, I don't have save states, and even though this thing will say I'm able to save while I'm playing it, as soon as I turn the simulator off, it stops. Anyway, ah, dang, I didn't get what was up there. Oh well, just would have been more of the level to see. Ah, dang it. I was hoping to slash him in the air. Oh, right here is one of the most precious items you can get in any Mega Man game. Ah, dang it. And this one's actually pretty hard to get, only because of the crappy controls that I keep harping on whatever. Ah, dang it. Oh, please don't die, Vent. I just gotta make sure I do this right. Oh, wait. I already collected that in a previous part. Yes, I did 2 takes of this to see which one was better, and in the first take, I wound up dying and getting a game over. Whoop. Dang it, I want to select that item. There we go. Alright, you see we still got plenty of health to spare for later on. But yeah, that just came in handy for saving our butts. But yeah, you got 4 sub-tanks. Just like in most of the X games and the Zero games and whatnot. But we're only going to get 2 in the course of this playthrough, because the other 2 are just really, really inefficient to go after. Yeah, I'll tell you why later. But for now, we got a sub-boss. You fight this guy twice. We'll probably fight him like in the next, I don't know, part or so. But yeah, this first one is the easier form of it. I'm not sure he fires his laser beam. Pretty sure he does in this second fight, but in this first fight is just getting used to... Oh, jeez! Oh, good, I destroyed his cannon before he made his giant fuck you laser. Just gotta keep plowing through this guy with charge shots and pellet shots until he finally goes down. And a good saber slash every now and then. I think the sub-boss theme is pretty catchy. I don't know how well you heard it past my talking and the exploding and the crashing and everything, but yeah. Now this passageway over here is pretty misleading. You might think that there's something special on the other side of that, but no, it just takes us back to the room we were in before that room, and you have to go through it again, and don't worry, I don't think you have to fight the sub-boss again, but... What's this? There are tiny balls of light circling around the facility. This signature. Cyber elves. Cyber elves? What are those? Sentient programs created with pure energy and made in the image of elves. I don't understand why there are so many of them here. That power plant. it must be using the cyber elves to generate power. So that's the secret behind this place. Unbelievable! Cyber elves are all sentient beings like the rest of us. Vent, please, you must shut down that power plant. Yeah, she's not saying it's unbelievable that they're sentient, she's saying it's unbelievable that they're being abused this way, that anyone would think to do this. But, yeah, those are cyber elves. You don't see a lot of them in this game, you saw a lot of them in the Zero series, but that was mainly because they were part of the gameplay, they were a gameplay element. But you don't use them for anything in here. You don't use them to increase your health, because we already have power-ups that do that. And yeah, they simplified the gameplay style of this after the Zero series. But even so, the simple yeah, that's something I love about that enemy right there. You can't destroy them no matter how hard you hit them or how many times you hit them, but you can make them shoot other guys. But anyway, yeah, the presence of cyber elves and things like that, they're mostly just part of the story. But it's nice that they were included, because it does tie this into the Zero games, you know, a little better and make this feel something like a Megaman 05. Always good to have more health. But yeah, there's a lot of these guys here. But yeah, watch what happens here. You see, I slashed him, so he changed his direction. Didn't do any damage to him. The only thing that can damage these guys are others of, you know, their kind. So watch this. Yeah! That is just so much fun to do and to watch. What a bunch of idiots. And again, it is basically just a stationary cannon. Oh! Whatever. This is the part that killed me last time, and it is brutally hard. Just at least with the keyboard. Give me a DS, I can make it through this part pretty easily. But anyway, yeah, look at that weird heart thing in the background. That's a giant beating mechanical heart. This is the point we're at in the future of these games. We are so far in the future, so ridiculously advanced compared to like the days of Rock and X and even Zero, where there's already computers in the trees and whatnot. This is just surreal right here. This is crazy. No! Only one life left. Gotta make sure that I don't mess this up again. I keep dying at this part. It is so brutal when you're playing with a keyboard and you can't get a good grasp of how to move. Just ridiculous. I don't have much to say now. But yeah, this is a pretty long level, to be honest. Most of these are like 4 areas. This one's like 7 areas. But, you know, it's a good level. It's not even tiresome. It's good. It's got lots of action. It's just, you know, a little long. But it's an okay level for like the first of the typical 8 Mavericks you fight in these games. And yeah, we're just back to good old simple Mavericks, fight Mavericks, win the day, that sort of thing. Not some really complex plot like in the Zero games where you can't be sure who's really a good guy and who's a bad guy and all that jazz. Just go fight this guy, be done with it, and yeah. Oh jeez. No! No! Why does this part keep killing me? I have to keep doing this again and again and again and again? See you guys next time.